Kern with Quilters Headquarters in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I'm working on a quilt today that needs just a little echo quilting around my block just to set it into the quilt. And so what I needed to do this was, some people will stitch in the ditch, some people will do ruler work. I didn't want to do ruler work. I just really want to have the machine do it for me. So I'm using Quilters Creative Touch 5 today, and I'm just going to show you just a quick little demo on how to use Pattern Cad. So I have my camera set up in front of my tablet on top of my Qnique 19, and so it's I'm a little bit off center, but I'll do the best I can here. So I'm going to click on Pattern Cad, and I'm going to just draw a square. Doesn't matter what size, I just want a square. So I'm going to start here with my snap to grid. I'll turn that on because I want it to snap to each of these grid points. And I'm going to draw up in my pattern here, and I'm going to click on line. Looks like I'm off camera a little bit. Okay, so let me just make it a little bit smaller. Okay, so over here I'm clicking on, I have my nodes clicked, my snap to grid clicked, and over here I'm on draw and line. All right, so I'm going to pick any one of these points. When I do my sewing, my quilting, I don't like to start and stop in a corner. So I'm going to start on a side line, and I'm just going to draw with my pen. Now I'm a little crooked. It does snap to grid, but you kind of get the idea. So obviously that's not square. I can come in here and I can edit a little bit and just move my nodes like so. And I won't take time on camera to do all of these. And if I weren't standing behind a camera with the camera in front of me kind of in my way, this would be a whole lot easier. But you get the idea here. So I have already drawn one off camera. Do you want to lose your current work? Do you want to continue? Yes, I want to continue. I'm just going to show you one that I already drew here. And so that's what it looks like. And so you can see I don't know if you can see it on camera real well, but it starts here and it goes around here and it ends a few clicks past where it started. And then I just saved that up here, and I'll show you where I saved it. Do you wish to save? I'm not going to save this because I don't want to ruin it in case I've done something screwy. So I know I have a good copy of that block that I drew. So I'm going to go into Select and Sew, and I saved it in my block folder as square. So I'll select square and open. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the head of my machine to each one of these points. And I'm going to move my camera down to my quilt. And we'll back it up a little bit there. Okay, so as you saw on my Quilt CAD, or on my screen here, I will move to the bottom left corner, and I'm clicking the bottom left corner on my screen. So move this to the top left corner, and I'm clicking on the top left corner here. And I'll move to the top right corner, and I'll click the top right corner there, and back down to the bottom. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is I want to set my margins around the inside. I'm going to set it just to the very minimal, which I believe 0.0625 is 1/8 of an inch. So I'll go back down to my quilt here. All right, and it's going to start somewhere about right there. And I'm I will tell it to quilt. So it'll start about right there. It should quilt just inside my seam lines here all the way around. One thing I also wanted to do, well, I've got it set at 12 stitches per inch. That's probably good enough. And I will tell it to sew. Now you might think this is kind of weird. I always bring up my bobbin thread, but I have plenty of time once I hit sew to actually snake it up. So I hold it down like this. When it takes that first stitch, I snake my bobbin thread up like so, and then let it go. I like the back and forth stitch rather than the micro stitches. I just think they hold a little bit better. So as you can see, it's just sewing really perfectly right inside. I didn't want to try and stitch in the ditch, you know, on a computerized unit. You just can't get it perfect to sew inside your seams unless your seam is exactly perfect. And there it's going to finish off. And now I have my square tacked down. So then I will go ahead and put a nice square design in there. So I hope this helped you a little bit. You know, you could also use this if you just wanted to baste along the edges or something and you wanted to just draw a straight line. You could snap it to grid and draw a nice horizontal line. That would be pretty easy to do, and use that to like tack it down or baste down your borders or whatever. So I hope you enjoyed our video today. Like us if you can and share our videos. That'd be great. Subscribe to my channel. It'd be awesome. Thanks for watching.